Hi guys, my name is Shivam
Hello guys, my name is Abhijit.
and welcome to our podcast channel. So today we are going to discuss about the Arsenal's current situation where they're facing a goal drought. I mean, they have not scored in the last four matches. They have just scored a single goal and that too through a penalty. With the likes of players such as Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Alexander Lacazette, Willian and Nicolas Pepe to name a few, considering in their attack. And we'll also be discussing about certain transfer signings in the January transfer window that can increase the chance for Arsenal to qualify for the top four. So we'll start with Abhijit. Abhijit, what do you think is the preferred formation that Arsenal should look at to end this goal drought that they are facing at the moment?
I think we should go for a 3-4-3 formation. 3-4-3 formation is helping us win games, right? Rather than going for a 4-3-3 or a 5-3-2 formation, a
Yeah,
4-3-4-3 formation, players are really suitable in those places. Like Hector Bellerin is playing phenomenal at the midfield. So three
yeah,
four
yeah.
three formation is a preferred formation according to me if we want to end this goal drought and win more games. What do you think?
I'll also go for 3-4-3 or either 4-2-3-1. But I will emphasize on 4-3-4-3 because yeah, Arsenal were winning matches with 3-4-3 and we have won the FA Cup and with defeating teams like Manchester City and Chelsea with this formation. So 3-4-3 should be the ideal formation. And what players do you want in this 3-4-3 formation?
Starting from the goal, you would have gone for Bernd Leno as well.
Yeah.
Yes. In the defenses, I will go for Tierney, Holding, and Gabriel Magalhaes. What about you?
Same. Tierney holding Gabriel.
Yeah. And the wingers, the defensive wingers.
I'll keep Bellerin on the right and
Hmm.
Maitland-Niles on the left.
Yeah,
I
same as
prefer
I'll
I
prefer
prefer him.
Hector Bellerin in the right and Maitland Lyons in the left too. What
Yeah.
about our central midfielders?
This is tricky because I'll obviously prefer Partey as one,
Hmm.
and then I don't know who's the like ideal partner for Partey, whether he's Elneny or he's Xhaka or he's Ceballos. I don't know. So I'm confused. No, that spot is confused for me. Either of these three players can fill this one. What about you?
Yeah, I've partnered the Thomas Partey with Danny Ceballos.
Danny Ceballos.
I'm really hoping for that chemistry, that partnership. But I'll keep
Yeah.
Granit Xhaka and El Neni as a substitute for Ceballos rather than Partey.
Yeah, because like Ceballos can create chances and he has been the creative player for Arsenal and we haven't really seen Thomas Partey and Ceballos together in the midfield, right?
Hmm.
Arteta hasn't really tried that formation from the like beginning of the first minute. So yeah, Ceballos would be the ideal candidate, I guess.
Yeah.
And
And what
who's your
about our
front three?
yeah, my front three would be it's a bit tricky, but I'll go for Pepe, Aubameyang at as our central forward and Reece Nelson as our left winger.
Same, same. I also want Reece Nelson at the left wing, Aubameyang the center, and Pepe on the right.
So you're
And
not
yeah,
including Saka in our first team.
Saka can be used as a substitute because if you look at the previous matches that we played in the FA Cup final and the FA Cup semi-final,
Hmm.
that that left side, Tierney, Maitland-Niles, and Aubameyang, the way
Yeah.
they were like coordinating and combining na, that day, that was totally amazing. They were creating chances out of nothing. I think Saka hasn't like really coordinated well in this like formation. I mean, he's of course he's a great player. He's playing well for England as well, but I prefer Maitland-Niles there because he can defend as well. He can cross the ball. He can like dribble also. So he's like more mature when it comes to like passing the ball, and he's not selfish when it comes to like passing the ball or scoring, going for opportunity. Because Saka has been selfish a little bit. He likes to go for glory himself. I think so.
I'm really surprised because we did not discuss anything before this video, and 10 out of 11 players are exactly the same, and now we are playing the exact same formation.
Yeah, exactly.
So, who would you keep as our first team substitutes?
Billion.
Hmm.
Starting with the goalkeeper, backup goalkeeper Runarsson.
Yeah.
Then we'll have Willian,
Hmm.
Lacazette. We need you don't know whether they can come in handy sometime, and sometimes for injury. So I like Willian, Alexander Lacazette. I like Folarin Balogun. I would like Joe Willock, and I would like either of Xhaka or Partey or Ceballos or Elneny, because that depends who's partnering up with. If Ceballos is partnering up, then I would like Xhaka or Elneny as a like backup, and the last player would be, I guess, I'll go for someone like a backup defender, like maybe David Luiz, because sometimes injuries and stuff happen, and Gabriel or Rob Holding might get injured. And I'm talking about the last 10 minutes. He can, like, David Luiz can defend well in the last 10 minutes. I mean, he's not consistent throughout the match, but he can like defend for quite some time, like 10 to 15 minutes. I would like this as my substitutions. What about you?
I've gone for the future Arsenal players. I've gone for a team that we could look forward for the coming 5 years now. So I've gone for Willian, Etienne Ketia, Folarin Balogun, Bukayo Saka, Granit Xhaka. I would really like to see William Saliba there, and
Yeah, yeah.
instead of Elneny or Alex Lacazette, I've gone for Emile Smith Rowe, because he really needs to
I,
get play time in our
uh,
first team, because he's playing phenomenal in the under 21 squad.
I also agree with you that we should go with this like in our substitutions. But no, Arteta, at the moment he's not doing this. I mean, he's not promoting the youth. I mean, I don't know why he's not promoting players like Willock or Emile Smith Rowe or like players like William Saliba and Folarin Balogun. Who have a huge caliber. I mean, you look at Chelsea last year. Lampard trusted players like Hudson Odoi, Mason Mount, Tammy Abraham, and
Hmm.
now they are like playing for England. So I mean, you look at Bukayo Saka last year, no one knew him. Now he's also playing for England. So you need to trust these players, because if the senior players are not performing, then you need to trust the youth, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, Arteta has gone wrong for quite some time now, and if he wants to finish in the top four position and want to qualify for the UEFA Champions League, he need to show trust in the youngsters of our team, because we are
Exactly.
80% of Arsenal is full of youngsters, right?
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
you're not giving them playtime. You're not even trusting them. Instead, you are giving playtime to Mustafi, David Luiz, and Willian. So you're
And
not going to
Alexander Lacazette.
yeah. So you're not going to finish in that top four position, anyhow.
Exactly. Yeah, these players are not performing, and we are able to see that they are not going to perform either. So we cannot like expect some magical stuff happening inside like Lacazette. So they're like completely he gets completely transformed into Thierry Henry. So
Hmm.
it's not going to be like that, for sure. Also, there's another thing. I'm so excited that Martinelli comes back.
Yeah.
So if Martinelli comes back, then he can go for the left wing position, or he can either go for as a striker as well, because we know what he's capable of. And I'm so excited that he's going to return.
Yeah, and
Can't
also,
wait
yeah,
that
yeah. Also, the
Martinelli
transfer market is like
comes back.
5 weeks away. So, who do
Yeah,
you really want to see into this Arsenal squad at the end of the January?
like my first priority would be signing Awar, but I don't think so. Awar will come to Arsenal,
Hmm.
because he's going to get interest from teams like Real Madrid or PSG in the summer, so he's obviously going to opt for that team. I would like to see Zoboslai, Dominic Zoboslai.
Hmm.
He plays for RB Salzburg, and he's got a 25 million release clause, and recently he like helped Hungary to qualify for the Euros after such a long time on his own. That goal was astonishing, that he put up in the like 92nd minute. So he's the player like who can develop under Arteta, and he's the creative player. He can offer a lot of creativity to Arsenal team, which lacks creativity. And
Hmm.
so I first target would be Zoboslai, is because it's like relevant, and it's obvious that we are not going to go for Awar, because Awar is going to be around 50 million or 45 million. And we almost got our hands on Partey somehow. We were very lucky to get Partey. So I would say that Zoboslai is a cheap bargain. He's coming for 25 million, and he's like 20, 21 years old. So he's got a lot of talent and lot of years to come. So I'll go for Zoboslai, and I would like to replace Alexander Lacazette with Odoson Edouard. He's the like Celtic striker,
Hmm.
and he was also like talk of the town, and we reports were coming in that he can come to Arsenal. So I would like to replace Alexander Lacazette with this guy, Edison Edouard.
Yeah. I'm replacing. I would like to replace Alexander Lacazette with Brenner. Looking into what Arteta is doing and Edu is doing, they are bringing in players from South America, right? Bringing Brazilian players into the squad. So yeah,
Yeah,
Brenner de Silva. He's a 20-year-old Brazilian center forward who's currently playing
yeah,
for Sao Paulo FC. So yeah,
yeah, yeah,
this year alone, he has started in three Copa America matches and scored 6 goals and 2 assists.
yeah,
So he'll be an amazing link up with Aubameyang or when Martinelli comes in as well. Uh,
yeah.
and secondly, yes, I want to see Dominic Zoboslai. He's like linked with Arsenal for so long now. He's playing amazing at RB
Yes.
Salzburg, and Arsenal are going for him. So I really think when the deals break, which will break in the starting of January, uh, Arsenal should go for Zoboslai. Uh, Two
Yeah.
players I've gone for two more players. Those are like Christopher Nkunku and Ibrahim Konate. So I was
Okay.
reading an article. So according to the Sun, this RB Leipzig duo is linked with Arsenal, and Arsenal look keen on signing them. Uh, Arsenal have opted for a deal with exchange of Seat Kolasinac. So looks a pretty fair deal to me.
Okay.
Yeah,
So he will
and
be going to Leipzig,
yeah, yeah,
Kolasinac.
yeah. Kolasinac will be going to Leipzig in exchange of this duo, Christopher Nkunku and Ibrahim Konate.
I mean, if they are able to pull this off, then this will be a miracle. I mean,
Yeah, I
we
agree.
need to get Kolasinac somehow out of the team.
Yeah, but according to the Sun, Arsenal are already making this deal happen. So,
Okay.
and last but not the least, I would really like to see Philip Coutinho. We all know his
Okay.
capability now. He was linked with Arsenal in the summer transfer window as well. And the form he is in, like Arsenal should definitely get the deal before someone else in the Premier League does, like Klopp or Guardiola. We should really go for him.
Yes, he can be a major turnaround in the Premier League
Yeah,
because he has had the experience to play in the Premier League and he can be the game changer.
we saw how he thrashed Barcelona when he was playing with Bayern
Yeah.
Munich. Thank you guys for watching this video. We'll be back with more podcast as soon as the international break is over and the Premier League restarts. Please stay tuned. Thank you for the love and support you're showing. Please and keep sharing this video, keep liking this video, keep subscribing to our channel, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.